I'm here to present the award of Mr. Georgia Football, which is sponsored by Onward Reserve. And Terry Brown, if you'd come forward for Onward Reserve. And let's give Mr. Brown and Onward Reserve a round of applause. They have been great sponsors for the Touchdown Club. Hold your applause until I call our recipient up here as I talk about him just a little bit. The winner of the Onward Reserve Mr. Georgia Football Award is one Justin Fields. So you know a little bit about Mr. Fields. He played quarterback at Harrison High School. Prior to Justin arriving at Harrison, they had not made the playoffs in over 10 years. They had not won more than 5 games in 7 years prior to his arrival. And this past year, he led them to they won 10 games his junior year. They won the region championship in 11 games this past year as he was a senior. The legend of Justin was growing over the summer. He was a high recruit after his junior year and had signed with Penn State. And then after the camps this summer, the Elite 11 in those camps, where he was voted the +1 passer and outran everybody at the camp with his speed, his stars rose to 5+. In fact, Rivals.com's Barton Simmons calls Fields, quote, "This is the best quarterback prospect I have ever seen. He is an unprecedented talent. He's precise as a thrower, and he has a huge arm. Most importantly, Justin Fields is a leader and a winner." What I remember about Justin is like on the first weekend of the year when everybody's into high school football, he accounted for 7 touchdowns for Harrison. My son, who's a 10th grader at another school, said, "Dad, you got to watch this video. You got to watch this guy. He's not tackleable, and he throws it better than Archie Manning ever did." So, and I'm here to tell you, this past October, after he was honored as Back of the Week at the Touchdown Club, all you University of Georgia fans are gratified to know that Justin Fields committed to the University of Georgia and is an early enrollee at the University of Georgia. So with that, I tell you that the Touchdown Club of Atlanta is proud to announce that the winner of the Onward Reserve Mr. Georgia Football is Mr. Justin Fields. Oh, it's this big old. I may need a Hoyer lift or something to help me with this thing.
You guys right. Turn it. So there we go. Here we go. One shot. Should get something out of that.
Congratulations again to Justin Fields. So we don't count as a media organization, so we can ask Justin a few questions and not violate Coach Smart's policy about freshmen speaking. Justin has already enrolled at Georgia, so the first question for you is, how is that finger? I mean, anybody who knows that you broke your finger and had to have it surgically repaired, Georgia fans want to know, how's that index finger on your right hand?
It's doing pretty good right now. I got an x-ray a few days ago, and the doctors say it's all good, so I'm just working on getting the strength back and getting back into it. So.
And it's out of the cast, and it's healing well. It looks great. So I got to ask you this, because it's always amazed me that you guys can go straight from high school to college. I mean, you should be going to the prom this spring and playing baseball. I know you're an accomplished baseball player, but you went straight from Christmas time to being a high school student to being a college student. What's it like at that big old campus at the University of Georgia as a young man who's now a college student when, you know, a few weeks ago you were still in high school?
Yeah, it's definitely a big adjustment. You know, me and a couple of the other guys were talking about it, and it's like crazy. So we kind of like the first few days we got there, we were talking about like we're in college now. So it's definitely crazy, and it's been fun. So I look forward to the future.
Not to get into any specifics and give away some trick plays we may have up our sleeve in the fall. But what's it like digesting a playbook that Jim Chaney puts together after you've been a high school guy, and you get to UGA and you got all these college classes you got to take and you got to make your grades, and they hand you this dossier of plays and say, Mr. Fields, you're going to be playing in April. What's it like trying to, process all that info?
It's definitely hectic, of course, but I talked to Jake and a few of the other offensive guys, and they said it's not that hard once you get it down. So I'm just studying it every day and just trying to get it down and be ready by springtime.
And not to gloat, but every Georgia fan in the room is just ecstatic that you're at the University of Georgia, because we hadn't had a dual threat quarterback in so long. And you know, as everybody in here knows, whether you start right away or not, you're one play away from being on the big stage and leading a major team, as happened this year. So I'm going to ask you this. Are you excited about spring practice and the opportunities that are there and competing for that starting job and getting out there on the playing field and showing everybody what you got on G-Day?
Yes, sir. I'm most definitely excited. I know I'm one play away, and I'm probably not going to start out as the #1 guy, but you have to prepare each and every day and acting like I am, because just like you said, I am one play away. So I'm just going to work on that and just work my hardest every day.
With your skill, you didn't go to UGA to sit around, did you?
No, sir. Of course not.
Let's give Justin Fields a round of applause.